Thank you to our final patrons, Straw Bones and Aaron.
Whoa. This Unluck. It makes me feel undead. What's up, guys? I'm Spencer, and here we are to do a live reaction to chapter 127 of Undead Unluck, which is known as Luna and Sun. However, before we hop into this live reaction, please leave your own thoughts on the chapter in the comment section down below. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, make sure you hit that little notification bell so you miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do a Patreon down below, in for as low as $1 a month to give you exclusive videos, early content, and more. Now, let's hop into the live reaction. Editing me. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. We opened up spicy. So last chapter ended up with Sun deciding to just hello. So I'm excited to see what Sun about to do now that they're just, you know, vibing as the Sun would. Let's see. Okay. There are no people anywhere. Interesting. What is this? This is a good question. What are we supposed to do about? Yeah. Like, assumedly those are mountains right there. Dog, those are mountains. Bro, it is the horizon. Like, look at, like, what is that? Like, again, it's supposed to be sun. Why is it so, it's gonna sound awful. If it's the sun, why is it so dark? Like, it has some spurts of light in it, but I don't know. It just seems so earthy. Like, seriously, like, you could ask me, you could give me, like, the most broken power in fiction, I would still, like, hesitate and be like, you want me to fight that? Oh, by the way, I do have it on me. And I do got him on me, just so you know. But regardless, wow. But for this to be Apocalypse, for this to be, well, we have the Book of Apocalypse, but like for this to be the final boss that they just can't beat, they just need to stall out. Yeah, it makes sense. I completely understand why none of them were able to beat it before. Because I realistically don't get how you would need, I mean, I can see ways it can happen. Like, you would need Unmove, you would need Unstoppable, you would need a very specific combination of things that they just don't have right now. So I can see the possible timeline where they could do something against this, but just on a sheer scale thing, yeah, I understand why Andy the Undead is like, golly gee willikers, fellas, I cannot do this. It makes sense. Let's see. My word, like, look at it. Look at where the, like, is that a feat? Hey, all my Undead Unluck scalers, let's get it. Is that a feat? I don't know. But, well, there's a foot. It may not be a feat, but it is a foot. But golly gee willikers, it's just stepping. It's just stepping, and it did that much. Like, it doesn't look like it's even stomping. It's just walking. Like, I'd say, like, Attack on Titan, Gurren Lagann. There's another one I'm thinking. There's another mecha or flesh mecha Titans that did scale really, really well. And to be fair, Undead Unluck isn't necessarily a mecha at all. It's not something that has like these. I mean, it has big creatures, but not like this to this scale has never been done before. So for the mangaka to be able to do this, to portray this, the presence of this literal deity, I love it. It's I wouldn't necessarily say it's hard to do, but it's easy to mess up. It's very easy to mess up. You could have scaled this down even just a little bit and it wouldn't have that same impact. Like, it takes time to do something like this, and that's good. I love it. Wow. Okay, so Fuuko's she's still at the round table. As the Lord launched the attack, they're not attacking. They sit. That's a bar. Oh, that's a bar. What? Have they launched their attack? No, they're not attacking. They simply stood up. You want to talk about a bar? Look, it's almost I almost lost my lunch on that one. That's I love it. I love it. I love it. They simply stood up. And once again, just look at that. They are taller than the darn horizon. You can see the curve of the planet before you get to see the top of their head. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. Interesting. So Fuuko's meeting Luna, who is the other half of the deity. Luna, I'm the other one who created this world. The other one. There are two of them. And the one on the surface is, yes. Well, sun and moon. Lunar, solar, and Luna. It makes sense. And I mean, in a lot of ancient mythologies, there's always been like a duality between the sun and moon. While on the scientific level, we know the moon's kind of a joke to the Earth in terms of size, mass, and stuff like that. And obviously, how many Earths can you fit inside the sun? I forget the number, but it's a crazy number. So we're obviously mass-wise way inferior to the sun. There's a reason we rely on it. But it makes sense that a world that's built on rules and stuff like this would have a more complex system than what we discovered scientifically. I like it. The other one on the surface is yes. That one is sun. They birthed the Umas, determined the rules, and created everything in this world. So what did you... Okay, but Umas, rules, and the world. So does Luna just... I'm guessing Luna just determines chance? Or like the chance... I'm assuming Uma determines humanity, created humanity, and the chance for humanity to inherit rules. And thus allowing them... But I'm guessing, right? It seems like Sun is the more destructive of the two, right? Like, they're the final boss, they're Ragnarok, they're the thing that Juiz and Victor were trying to kill for who knows how many loops. I forget the exact number. But with that being the case, it's like... How exactly do you beat that thing? Like, it's so... Like, it's not even just massive. It seems unstoppable. It just seems like a mass of pure energy. But enough of the seemingly impossible to defeat, one way or another, unless Undead Unluck goes completely dark in the end, which I doubt. They're going to beat this thing somehow. But if they do, I'm guessing Luna would go away as well. I'm assuming they probably have like a Kami King Piccolo? A Kami and King Piccolo situation. I'm sorry, I don't know why I could not say the word Piccolo. A Kami and King Piccolo situation where they're both interlinked and the death of one would cause the death of the other. I would assume, because notably they only both appear after the round tables being used to start the next loop. They haven't mentioned themselves to this point. They're literal, in terms of, once again, common folklore mythology, they are literal binaries, like they coexist together anyway, in terms of sun and moon. That's what a lot of early humans thought. So, I don't know. And if that's the case, what if they just need to, this sounds a little bit dark, but you got Luna right in front of you. And they seem a whole lot smaller than Sun. Maybe you just give Moon, a Luna, an Eclipse. If you know what I'm saying. Sorry. But interesting. Very interesting to meet Luna. And I'm assuming Luna's spoken with Juiz a whole bunch of times. But we'll see. We'll see. They're also the creator. Why is there such toe definition on that bad boy? Homie doesn't even have hands. Wait, does he have hands? I don't see hands there. I don't see hands there. Oh, yeah, he has fingers. Okay, so never mind. He does have hands. So I guess he would have the toes out. But jeez, look at the toes. Look at the toes. For free? No, I'm kidding. But look at this. Okay, so there's Flame. I forget what Uma that is. I don't know what Uma that is. We're just going to have to do this then. There we go. There's Unmove. So is Unmove really going to work against the creator of all rules? I wonder. Let's see. Ironically enough, it looks like this is the first time. This probably is the first time Juiz has ever actually faced Soul. Or I keep calling him Soul, but it's Sun. I guess this is the first time they face each other. So what would she really expect to do? What would Unjustice's effects be on Soul? Sun. What would the effects even be? I wonder. What I do know is that the like button is free and so is the subscribe button. So thank you. Please hit those so those they really help out the channel. Thank you. However, yep, unmoved. Just 10 more minutes. That's all I have to stop them, right? Chikara. Okay. So the rules do work. The rules do work on even I guess in this case, Sun is just another Uma. A very powerful, very big Uma, but an Uma nonetheless. Though it's kind of interesting to think that a creator could, I guess that's the common thing in a lot of things. Like the creator gets overwhelmed by its creation. Look at Frankenstein. Look at any story that's based remotely on Frankenstein. Look at Matrix, stuff like that. So it isn't impossible for creations to overcome their creators, but seems strange that wouldn't be a built-in immunity you would have. Like, hey, made the rules. Actually, wait, well, I guess these guys are... No, I guess these guys are negators. They negate rules. So maybe, yeah, so I'm guessing Luna made negators. And humans in general, since Sun isn't credited for creating humans. They're only credited for creating Umas and rules. And thusly, Luna would probably, considering the Sun is usually considered the opposite of the Moon in those mythologies, Luna is probably responsible for creating humans and negators, the opposites to Umas and rules. Interesting. Let's see. Billy the Operation changes his plan. Chikara! Brody? Where's your arm? You need a hand there, pal? Like Golly Gee Willikers. What happened? Where'd the darn ball come from? What? It just looks like a ball, too. It doesn't even look like a specific kind of attack. What the heck? Listen well. This is a game between myself and the sun and the moon to see whose vision the world will shape itself into. 1, metal shot. 2, who shot him? I don't know. Is it really unmoved? Did unmoved do it? No, not unmoved. Did he do it? I don't know. But this is a game between... Okay, so Luna is not on humanity's side either. I mean, maybe it's a game and they're playing for human side, but still, if you're engaging in a game with a creature like this, you probably don't have the best of intentions. However, that's the end of the chapter. Notably, you know I had to light it up on him. But why did I have to light it up on him? I think the chapter works for what it's meant to do. The previous chapter's cliffhanger was Sun, like just the reveal of it, but giving it presence, giving us a bit more backstory, explaining Sun a bit more in a proper context, and giving them a counterpart in Luna. I think it works. I think it works, specifically for what the chapter is. Undead Unluck has a lot of chapters like that, where I'd say they are much better in sequence rather than individually. However, even these individual chapters that are part of a much bigger sequence that you cannot see until they're all out, they work really well for what they establish. I'm assuming if I were to go to the mangaka's notes here, it would be literally establish Sun, show their power, explain the parallel. And this chapter does that perfectly, from the presentation of Sun as this massive, unwieldy, overwhelming beast that literally carries the sun with it and is enveloped in darkness and is just overwhelming with its presence. Yes, it did that beautifully. You can tell by all these different shots how you can literally see and sense the power from space, how just massive they are. Like, overall, it works really, really well for determining how powerful Sun is. And then, of course, the explanation works too. Not only it builds up on the power of Sun, but it also subtly establishes the power of Luna too. It works in order to show how, in the end, all these lives are pointless. As Luna says, it's a game. These creatures are so overwhelming in their ability that they cannot view anything that is not on par with them as an equal, just as toy pieces. So while Luna may somewhat be on the side of humanity, because apparently this is a game to determine whose vision will shape the world, on top of that, Luna is still treating them like game pieces. So my thoughts are, even if hypothetically they do manage to somehow defeat Sun, which at this point, not exactly sure how, but if they somehow manage to do it, I think the next, well, not next, but I suppose the real final villain hypothetically would be Luna. If they don't have a King Piccolo and Kami connection where the defeat of one naturally means the defeat of the other, then I could definitely see a sick, twisted scenario where Luna's like, congratulations, you have slain Sun. Now it is time for the moon to rise on a new world. Like, I could definitely see something like that happening. But who knows, maybe just be linked together. Overall, easy, super solid chapter. I love it. I love the build-up. I love the execution. I love the dynamics, the strength, the explanations, everything. Perfect chapter. However, that's what I think. Please tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure the notification bell so you miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do a picture down below. You can for as little as $1 a month to get the exclusive videos, early content, and more. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is Bag on the Pencil, writing off.